What if I told you that behind every single emotion that you ever feel is a purpose, and that purpose isn't to be suppressed or ignored? That purpose is for the emotion to be transformed, but most people were never taught how to. So allow me to show you the art of alchemy. And the very first step is we need to start thinking through first principles. We need to strip away all of the labeling, to stop viewing things from good and bad, positive and negative, right and wrong, so we can reach the most basic fundamental truth, so we can understand our emotions. That emotion is simply energy. Emotion, energy in motion.
Smokey, playing with my money is like playing with my emotions.
I want you to think about boiling water. The heat does not disappear, it just simply changes the state of the water itself. It goes from liquid to vapor. It is the same energy, just in a different expression. That is alchemy. You can even look into nature, which is the greatest teacher for us. A caterpillar turns into a butterfly. A fallen tree becomes soil. Pressure makes diamonds. Nature wastes absolutely nothing. So why would you continue to waste your emotions? The second thing you need to stop doing is stop trying to suppress your emotions, and instead ask yourself, what can I turn this energy into? Because when every emotion arrives, it is also carrying a raw material for you to use. Look around at some of the highest performers. So many great artists took heartbreak and turned it into legendary albums. So many athletes took rejection and turned it into championships. So many seven-figure entrepreneurs took failed businesses and created a successful business. So many writers took loneliness and the feeling of being misunderstood and turned it into books, right? They didn't try to reject or suppress that emotion. They used it and they transformed it. And this is why it is so crucial that people stop labeling their emotions as problems or seeing it as good or bad, and simply understand that your emotions are simply raw materials. It's like a pile of lumber. That lumber isn't a house, but it has the potential to be built and transformed into a house. And your emotions are the same way. They are not your future, but they can build it. So the single most powerful question that can begin to change your life is, when an emotion surfaces, you ask yourself, what is the highest expression of this emotion? For example, if you're feeling anxious, maybe I need to prepare more. If you are feeling angry, maybe I need to sit down and have an honest conversation, truthful conversation. If I am feeling restless, maybe my body is telling me I need to move it. Remember, every emotion has a higher expression. I want you to think about a river, right? You cannot stop a river from flowing the same way you can't stop your emotions from flowing throughout your body. But what you can do is build channels. Now that same river can either flood a town or it can power that same town. The difference is the direction that you give it. And those channels that you build for those emotions of energy that are flowing through you every day are simply your habits. Let me ask you something. When stress shows up, how do you deal with it? Do you doom scroll? Do you watch porn? Do you binge eat? Do you drink? Do you smoke? Do you rot in bed? Or do you go on a walk? Go on a run? Do you move your body? Do you meditate? Do you write? Do you read? Do you surround yourself with the people you love? Your habits are where your energy lives. And how you can simplify this for yourself is pay attention to where you feel the emotion, where you feel the energy. If your body feels full of energy, then you need to go on a run, you need to walk, you need to go lift, you need to move and exercise your physical body. If your mind feels full of energy, then you need to create, you need to film, you need to read, you need to solve. If your heart feels full of energy, then you need to journal, you need to pray, you need to meditate, you need to express. And what you'll come to realize is some of the most calmest, powerful, in control, present people that you'll meet aren't the people with less energy or less emotions. There are people with better outlets, better river channels, right? They don't have less energy or less emotions or less problems than you. They simply have better ways to send and direct that energy. And I believe that is what true mastery is. It's not acting like you don't have any emotions or pretending like they don't exist and suppressing them. It's that you've become so aware that no matter what emotion arrives, you know exactly where to aim it. That is alchemy. So when your emotions do arrive today, tomorrow, next week, you understand that you need to embrace them and welcome them with open arms, because your emotions do not arrive empty-handed. They arrive carrying potential, and alchemy is simply the art of refusing to allow that potential to go to waste.